Today is cold and gloomy outside, so today is the perfect day to start doing my oils. So today we have rosemary. Look how pretty that rosemary is. Rosemary, and we have thyme. Pretty thyme. So I'll be making my oils today, and I'm fixing to use this in a mixture of sunflower and olive oil, and we're going to put this in the jar, and we're going to let this sit up for 6 to 8 weeks. Sometimes I do a little bit more. Sometimes I'll let it do 12, but this is so pretty and not dry, and it smells so good that this will probably be good in about 6 weeks to 8. All right, I'll video the rest in a minute. So we have our jars are getting clean, and then we're just gonna put the oil in there. Mix the oil really good, and this is sunflower and extra virgin olive oil. It's a mixture. Put in there. And then we're going to, I've already washed my hands, and I'm just going to put all of this goodness in there, including the stem. I want it to be just pretty much rosemary. We don't want to waste any of this goodness. We just make sure all of it gets in there. Yep. And this is what it looks like. It's so pretty. Get a close up of that. Nice, beautiful. So then when it's almost all done and all gone, I take all the little extras, because like I said, we don't want to waste any of this yum goodness, and we just put the rest of it, and we just make sure it all gets in the oil really well. And then, looks beautiful. And then I fill it up with the rest of the oil so it can absorb all that. Stick, make sure it's all covered. Good. I'm gonna put the lid on it. I put the date on it and what it is, and I shake it up really good, and I let it set. Some herbs I let sit in the sun, because some do really good that way, and some herbs I put in a dark cabinet or a dark counter space and let them sit up like that. Rosemary loves the sun, and just seeing how pretty that is in the light, that's going to take effect, and it's going to be really, really nice. So anyway, these are those, and I'm fixing to do the thyme in just a second. Now we have our rosemary oil like this, and I just want to talk to you a little bit about it. So I use it in my shop for hair growth. As we get older, if we have thyroid problems, autoimmune disorders, or any other issues with balding, this actually was a study on it, and it actually versus Rogaine, and the study did show that the people that used rosemary oil for 6 months, that's right, 6 months straight, twice a day on their scalp, and did follow the directions, did gain more hair growth than the people that used Rogaine, and this did not have the side effects. Their studies are out there. The study was from Iran, I believe, and you can look that up as well. But there's a lot of study about rosemary and how good it is for your skin and your scalp. But this is what it's going to be used for. It's going to be used for hair growth oil and for the scalp. So it's beautiful and no side effects. But anyway, and what do you have to lose? I mean, it's not, if you're not allergic to any rosemary and you use it on your scalp, you're not going to, have a problem. So you use it for 6 months, it doesn't work, then, you can try something else. But if it does work, then hey, there's a win without side effects, and it feels good and it smells great. Okay, so now we're going to talk about thyme. So not only am I doing rosemary today, I'm also going to do thyme, and this is so beautiful and it smells so good as well. Oops, some rosemary got in there. So thyme is super good for your skin. It helps reduce bacteria that causes acne on the face. It also is used for an anti-inflammatory property, so it's good for your skin and calming it down. It's used, there is a research out there for also that in the future that maybe thyme extract will be used for breast cancer purposes. There is a study out there that shows that it can fight against breast cancer. None of this, of course, is FDA approved. There's just studies and knowledge out there. You care to look it up, you can. But we're going to use it in oil, and I'm also going to make an extract out of it also because it is an anti-inflammatory, and anybody with an autoimmune disease, you know, your body's inflamed, so you try to keep that down. So putting it in a tincture is good as well. I will make an extract out of it also. So I have some more. So we're going to make this into an oil, and then we're going to make an extract of it later and make it where we can use it daily orally and ingest it under the tongue versus on the skin. So this is going to be for the skin. This is going to help. It's an antibacterial. It's an anti-inflammatory. It is very good. It smells good. Makes your skin feel good. So that's that. And we'll show you how that makes. I'm finishing up my thyme oil and tincture. And so like I have it in the jar. And so this is going to be my elixir, and thyme is good for oral consumption because it's good for your digestion. It helps with bloating, abdominal pain, gas, colic. It helps with anything indigestion wise. It helps with that, and some acid reflux. So that's what thyme is good for elixir wise. And like I said, there's also a study out there about certain cancer cells that it helps fight. So that's what that's going to be for. Now this is going to go in a dark cabinet, and I'm just going to shake it every so often. It has my alcohol mixture with it, and then once it sits for about 8 to 12 weeks, I'm going to strain it and also use that in a jar. And then here is the thyme oil, and it's coming around nicely, and that's going to be used for skin, and it can also be used for scalp as well, but this is good for their skin and the body. And so now it's in the cabinet, and I'll shut the cabinet in just a second, and it'll stay there for about 6 to 8 weeks until it's ready, and then I'll check it, and every so often we'll come in here and shake it up and make sure it's good, getting that all mixed in like that, and then it'll be ready to make.